Welcome to Making a Murderer, Rubberducky video channel. Welcome back to the RD Making a Murderer Daily MaM Reading CASO Investigative Reports. We're starting part 88, page 871, type of activity, photographing of evidence item for the district attorney, date of activity 06/07/06, reporting officer investigator John Dietering, documents generated, none. On Wednesday, 06/07/06, I, Dietering, did photograph various items that were in the care and custody of the evidence custodian Jeremy Hawkins. These items consist of the following: 22 caliber rifle, muzzleloader, gun rack, 22 caliber bullet from Steven Avery's bedroom, various handcuffs and leg irons that were seized from Steven Avery's residence and from Barbara Dassey's residence, keychain and lanyard from the back of Teresa's SUV, Brendan Dassey's trousers, Toyota RAV4 license plate. These items were downloaded to a computer and subsequently placed on a digital disc. Deputy Hawkins ultimately took photographs of other items of evidence, including Brendan Dassey's footwear and Brendan Dassey's jacket. These items were photographed on 06/26/06 and added to this file. Investigator John Dietering, Calumet County Sheriff's Department. Page 872. Type of activity, receipt of evidence from FBI agent Gerald Mullen. Date of activity 06/26/06, reporting officer investigator John Dietering. Documents generated, none. On Monday, 06/26/06 at 1400 hours, I, Dietering, did receive from FBI agent Gerald Mullen evidence listed under property tag number 8316, contents of cell phone, barrel. I did sign for the item at that time. At 1530 hours, I, Dietering, did log the evidence into the care and custody of our evidence custodian. Should be noted, I did not have access to the custody document at the time I signed for the item from FBI agent Mullen and, therefore, just drew an arrow from his signature, the last individual shown as having custody, to the block, turning the item over to me. Investigator John Dietering, Calumet County Sheriff's Department. Page 873. Type of activity, interview of service manager of LeMieux Toyota. Date of activity 07/03/06, reporting officer investigator Mark Weger. On 07/03/06 at approximately 9 o'clock a.m., I, investigator Weger of the Calumet County Sheriff's Department, made phone contact with a Kurt Judson, who would be the parts manager at LeMieux Toyota in the city of Green Bay. My purpose for speaking with Kurt was to determine what type of battery would have been in the 1999 Toyota RAV4. Kurt states the battery would be called a Group 35 battery. The name on it would be a True Start. He states the battery is made for Toyota by Interstate Batteries, however, would not say Interstate on it. I did request that Kurt send me the schematics of the battery and its connections. It should be noted I did receive a fax from Kurt of those schematics. Investigation continues. Investigator Mark Weger, Calumet County Sheriff's Department. Page 874. Type of activity, interview of blank. Date of activity 06/21/06 and 7/12/06. Reporting officer, investigator Mark Weger. On 06/21/06 at approximately 11:30 a.m., I, investigator Weger of the Calumet County Sheriff's Department, did speak telephonically with blank. It should be noted blank would be the younger sister of Teresa Halbach. My purpose for calling blank was that I had information blank would have been the one who had given Teresa the keychain lanyard that was recovered in her vehicle and that would match the coupling and chain, which was found in Steve Avery's bedroom. Blank indicated she had gotten a free keychain, which detaches. She described it as a royal blue keychain, which she thought said something in reference to the Air Force on the portion which you would go around your neck. Blank described it being a royal blue in color with white writing. However, she is not exactly sure what the writing was, just indicated she believed it had something to do with the Air Force. Blank stated she had received this keychain lanyard while she had been at the EAA in Oshkosh a few years ago. Blank thought she had given it to Teresa last spring, which would have been the spring of 2005. That was the end of my contact with blank. On 07-12-06, Deputy Jeremy Hawkins, who would be our evidence custodian, and I went down to the evidence room and removed the blue lanyard portion, which would be the portion which would go around your neck from evidence. It should be noted that the blue lanyard which was found in Teresa's vehicle would be royal blue and would say Air National Guard on it in white letters, and it also had the email address for the Air National Guard on it in white letters. Deputy Hawkins removed the portion which the Toyota key was found attached to from evidence. It should be noted the portion of the keychain was also royal blue in color and had attached to it the Toyota key, which fit Teresa Halbach's vehicle, which was found in Steven Avery's bedroom. I then applied new gloves to my hands and took the portion in which the key was attached to and the portion which was found in Teresa's vehicle. It should be noted that both ends, one a male and one a female end, the male end being on the portion in which the key was attached to, the Page 875, female end being on the portion that goes around your neck, did fit together and clicked firmly. It appeared as though these two items would go together as they fit together, and the colors also matched. The portion which goes around your neck appears to be the one that blank blank had described to me as given to Teresa. All items were kept in Deputy Hawkins' sight during this procedure. I witnessed Deputy Hawkins repackage and seal both items and place them back into evidence. Investigation continues. Investigator Mark Wiegert, Calumet County Sheriff's Department. Page 876, type of activity, discovery of receipts, date of activity 07-05-06, reporting officer investigator Mark Wiegert. On 07-05-06, I, Investigator Wiegert of the Calumet County Sheriff's Department, was handed an envelope by the Victim Witness Coordinator, Julie Leverance. Julie indicated she was handed the envelope by Karen Halbach, Teresa's mother, and it contained 2 receipts which our department was looking for. The first receipt would be what appears to be an original Target store receipt dated 11/15/04 at 3:36 p.m. The noteworthy items on that receipt would be a Palm Zyre for $14.99 and a Palm One for $149.99. I did contact a representative of the Target store who explained that the Palm Zyre and the Palm One would be the handheld Palm and the software to operate the Palm device. It should be noted that this receipt would be for the same item as the Palm Zyre which was found in the burning barrel in front of Steve Avery's trailer. The second receipt was from Singular at 677 Bay Park Square in Green Bay. That receipt is dated 08/30/05 at 11:27 a.m. That receipt reflects a MOV3O for $499. I did contact a Singular company in Green Bay. They indicated MO would stand for Motorola and V3 would be the type of the phone which was purchased. It should be noted that the receipt resembles the Motorola V3 Razr phone, which was also found in the burn barrel in front of Steve Avery's trailer. It should be noted that I did contact Karen Halbach. Karen indicated to me she had discovered these receipts in her daughter Teresa's personal effects and papers. Again, these receipts, which were found in Teresa Halbach's personal property, appeared to reflect the same items which were recovered in the burn barrel in front of Stephen Avery's trailer. The Target receipt was placed into evidence for safekeeping under property tag number 9232. The Singular receipt was also placed into evidence room for safekeeping under property tag number 9233. Investigation continues. Mark Wiegert, Investigator, Calumet County Sheriff's Department. Page 877, type of activity, release of item to Investigator Steyer for separating, date of activity 03/27/06, reporting officer Deputy Jeremy Hawkins. On 03/27/06, I, Deputy Jeremy Hawkins of the Calumet County Sheriff's Department, released item number 8610 to Investigator Steyer to separate. Item number 8610 contains 16 pieces of concrete floor. All 16 pieces were signed over to Investigator Steyer. After Investigator Steyer was finished separating the 16 pieces of concrete floor, all 16 pieces were placed into the secure storage cabinets, and then custody of the 16 pieces of concrete floor were signed over to myself from Investigator Steyer. The 16 pieces of concrete floor are under evidence tags number 8610, number 8275, number 8276, number 8277, number 8278, number 8279, number 8280, number 8281, number 8282, number 8283, number 8284, number 8285, number 8286, number 8287, number 8288, and number 8289. All 16 pieces of concrete floor were transported to the secure storage in the garage at the Calumet County Sheriff's Department. Deputy Jeremy Hawkins, Calumet County Sheriff's Department. Page 878. Type of activity, evidence processing, date of activity 03/28/06. Reporting officer Deputy Jeremy Hawkins. On 03/28/06, I, Deputy Jeremy Hawkins of the Calumet County Sheriff's Department, along with Sergeant Bill Tyson of the Calumet County Sheriff's Department, opened item number 8361, which was a headboard that was located in the south bedroom of Steven Avery's trailer. Measurements of the headboard were taken. The headboard is 4 foot 1 inch in height and 5 foot 2 inch in width. At approximately 20:45 hours, I photographed a possible stain on the left leg of the headboard. After photographing the possible stain on the left leg of the headboard, Sergeant Tyson proceeded to take a swab of a red stain and then a control swab next to the stain. The location of the first possible stain that was swabbed was approximately 10¼ inch from the bottom and 3/4 over from the end of the leg. At approximately 21:08 hours, I photographed a stain 1 foot 8 3/4 inch from the bottom and a ½ inch from the front of the post on the side of the left leg. Sergeant Bill Tyson then proceeded to take a swab of that stain and also a control swab by the stain. At approximately 21:17 hours, I photographed a third stain. Sergeant Tyson then proceeded to take a swab of the stain and also a control swab next to the stain. A presumptive test on a stain by the bottom of the post on the left leg was conducted by Sergeant Bill Tyson. At approximately 21:37 hours, a long possible hair fiber on the left side plywood wood piece of the headboard was located. The possible hair fiber was photographed and then collected by myself. At approximately 21:44 hours, I went and discarded the gloves I'd been wearing and put on a new gloves. At approximately 21:49 hours, a possible hair was photographed on the right side of the headboard on a small plywood piece. The hair was then collected. At 21:56 hours, I photographed a piece of toilet paper with possible hair on it, which was located on the right side of the headboard. The possible hair and the toilet paper were collected by myself. Page 879. After the possible hair and toilet paper were collected, the headboard was then repackaged and placed into secure evidence by Sergeant Tyson and myself, Deputy Jeremy Hawkins, Calumet County Sheriff's Department. Page 880. Type of activity, process of evidence, date of activity 03/29/06, reporting officer Deputy Jeremy Hawkins. On 03/29/06 at approximately 18:52 hours, Sergeant Bill Tyson of the Calumet County Sheriff's Department opened property tag number 8348, a powder horn. After Sergeant Tyson opened the powder horn, photographs of the powder horn were taken by myself. At approximately 1900 hours, I repackaged the powder horn. At approximately 1902 hours, Sergeant Tyson opened property tag number 8365, which is an outlet cover that was previously located behind the bed in the south bedroom. At approximately 1908 hours, a stain located at the corner of the outlet plate was photographed by myself. After the stain at the corner of the outlet plate was photographed, Sergeant Tyson took a swab of the stain and also a control swab next to the stain. At approximately 1914 hours, I photographed a stain in the grooved area of the outlet plate cover. After a photograph was taken of the grooved area with the stain, Sergeant Tyson then did a swab of the grooved area where the stain was located and also a control swab of the grooved area. At approximately 1917 hours, I photographed a red stain located to the right of the center of the outlet plate. After the stain was photographed, Sergeant Tyson took a swab of the stain and also a control swab of the area to the right of the center of the outlet plate. At approximately 1922 hours, I photographed an unknown stain at the top of the corner of the outlet hole. After the photograph was taken, Sergeant Tyson then took a swab of the unknown stain and also a control swab near the area where the unknown stain was located. At approximately 1927 hours, a photograph was taken of a stain on the side of the outlet cover. After I photographed the stain, Sergeant Tyson took a swab of the unknown stain on the side of the outlet cover and also a control swab. After the swabs were obtained, the outlet cover was then repackaged. At approximately 1933 hours, I opened item number 8356, which was a light switch cover. At approximately 1940 hours, I took a swab next to the opening for the light switch. Page 871 review. Okay. Keychain and lanyard from the back of Teresa's SUV. John Deutering. Excuse me, when did they get the keychain from the back of Teresa's SUV? The keychain was reported by the prosecution as to being found by Lincoln Colburn and Karczynski in Steven Avery's back bedroom. And yet, right here, John Deutering tells us the keychain and lanyard was from the back of Teresa's SUV. There's proof right there. The key was planted because he can't keep straight the lies. He can only remember the truth. Page 872, we have contents of cell phone barrel. Cell phone barrel, remember, is from Deer Camp. If you want to know more about how we came up to that conclusion, please watch some of the Cuss Road videos. We have investigation of Cuss Road. We have return to Cuss Road. We have, I think there's 5 different ones, whether they're live or we've pre-recorded them. But there's also the recording from Cuss Road. And we hear on that recording that the cell phone is found at the Randed Deer Camp. So just wanted to bring that up. And then we'll move along, and we're going to go to 873, and this is Kurt Judson, who is the service manager at Lemieux Toyota. And the reason that Mark Wiegert's talking to him is because Kurt is informing him that the battery that should be in the RAV is a Group 35 battery, and that would say True Start, not Interstate, even though made by Interstate. Now, we have followed up with Zellner through what she has tweeted and so forth, and she has made it clear that the battery that is currently in the RAV, or was currently in the RAV at the time of it being found, is not the battery that it should be, and that furthermore, it is registered under warranty to an owner, and Zellner has identified the owner. So who put the battery in the RAV for? All right, and then last but not least for today is page 876, and it's discovery of receipts. We also have a video on this specific part. So this is the receipt from Mark Wiegert, from a receipt for a Palm Zyre from Karen Halbach, the mother. As she's gone through the victim's personal property, she's come upon this receipt. Let's look at that receipt real quick. This is the exact receipt, 11/15/2004, and let's see. Here it is, 11/15/2004, and it says Palm Zyre for $14.99 and Palm One for $149.99. Okay, let's just make sure that we see that Palm Zyre $149 it's all there. The problem with this is this receipt is for a Palm Zyre 21. That's what this receipt says, but the evidence listed it as a Zyre 31, and so did the FBI. So is that really the correct Palm Zyre that they're looking at? Because Teresa's would have been a 21. Also, it states that the Palm Zyre, which was found in a burning barrel in front of Steven Avery's trailer, says that the Motorola Razr phone was also found in front of Steven Avery's trailer. And it says that these items were recovered in a burn barrel in front of Steven Avery's trailer. The problem with that is that Steven Avery's trailer only had one barrel in the front, and it was his. And that is not the cell phone barrel. So right here we know Mark is actually lying. It is impossible that this phone was found in Steven Avery's barrel in front of his home. And the reason we say that is because we know that the cell phone was found in a burn barrel at Deer Camp. And that's why they call it a cell phone burn barrel. Now, the rest of this, it just goes through a lot of looking for evidence within Steven Avery's trailer on paneling and cell phone cords. I'm sorry, not cell phone cords, control swabs, the foot of the bed, head of the bed, blah, 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 all over. Nothing is found of DNA with the victim inside Steven Avery's trailer. Nothing of Brendan Dassey in the Steven's bedroom had a lick of DNA on it. Nothing. Furthermore, there was no blood of the victim within the trailer nor in the garage. Not a drop. So we shall continue. Thank you for joining me for that read, particularly the part about how Teresa's keychain and lanyard was found in the back of her SUV. Deetering. You told the truth for once, huh? All right, you guys, if you didn't do the crime, you shouldn't do the time. Thank you so much for joining me every day. This would be a very lonely task without you, though I'd probably read it just because, this case, I've got to understand it. I've got to know it, and I appreciate that you're along with the journey with me. Thank you and have a good night.